people tell you that you're nothing, that you want to amount to anything, depressed because you're behind on bills, car notes, kids not acting right, all of these things. Feel like you just don't want to live this life anymore. Feel like it's all over. Ready to go and meet your maker. These are all things that someone with suicidal thoughts have. It's one thing that I don't really understand, but then in a way I do, because I feel every person on this earth has one point in time had suicidal thoughts. I want to send a shout out to the person who gave me the idea for this video, and that's my boy Ohio State Kicks. Go check him out, sub to his channel, real cool dude. After you watch this video, then you can go over and sub to him. So my second episode of Things I Don't Understand is going to be suicide. Again, I hope I do not offend anybody. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I am really here right now to help and to let you know that you're not alone. Don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do. You are somebody. Everything will be okay. Stay right there.
Either you're real or you're fake. Either you hold what you got or you break. Yeah, this the part of the game that they ain't want me to see. Yeah, they love it when I'm in jail. It's easier for them to say either you're real or you're fake. Either you hold what you got or you break. Yeah, this the part of the game.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy ATH the Great, man. Back here with another video. Back here with my second episode already. If you watch my first Things I Don't Understand video, I spoke on women that act like guys act like women, and down low guys. This video here is another video of some things I don't understand, but yet and still I kind of do understand. And I was asked by one of my good friends here on YouTube to speak, that I should speak on suicide. I know it's a very touchy subject to speak on or whatnot, but I'm going to speak my mind on it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully I'm able to help somebody with this video. So here we go. Suicide, it is caused by depression, whatever it may be, behind on bills, anything that's bad that's going on in your life. It can also, be from a mental disorder such as schizophrenia or, things of that nature. And it also, suicide can come also from just, with our kids, a lot of it comes from bullying at school, not being accepted, and, pretty much just being left alone, the thing is, what I don't understand about suicide is, and I'm not trying to come off like a cocky person or anything like that, but I just feel like if you believe in yourself, then everything will be okay. But I do understand that it is a lot of people out there that, you you have so many people always telling you what you can't do, and to do this way and do that this way, and you're gonna end up this way if you don't do this or you don't do that. So I understand, like, a lot of that stuff, it just really depresses you. You know what I'm saying? And it puts you in a state of mind to want to do something to yourself, to pretty much just want to straight take yourself off of this planet. But I'm here to tell you that that is not the answer. Believe in yourself first and foremost, and don't let anybody take anything from you, or try to belittle you in any type of way, form, or fashion. I know it's a lot of people out there that have suicidal thoughts and that want to do something to yourself, but like I said, that's not the answer, and you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not the only person that has these thoughts. I'm gonna share a little bit, with you guys. And this is why I say that everybody, one point in time in your life, have thought of this. For some people who are out there and say, well, no, not me. Yeah, you too. Because, for an average person, you struggle with bills, car notes, the bills stack up, and you don't know how you're going to get this done. Or maybe it's a certain goal you're trying to reach, and it's taking you forever and ever, and you get roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. You pass those roadblocks, you go a little bit, then you got a whole bunch of other roadblocks in your way, and it gets frustrating. And you're like, why am I even trying this? Why am I even doing this? You know what I'm saying? Why am I even here? What is my purpose? And like I said, I understand. And I say that, like I said, I've been there before. I've been depressed. I've had the thoughts of, I don't want to do this anymore. But I had to think, as I got older, I had to think of my kids. For those people out there that have kids and you have these thoughts, think of them. Because nobody is gonna raise them the way that you will. Especially good parents. If you are a good parent and you try your best for your kids, and if things are just not going your way right now, you know what I'm saying, and you have these thoughts, think of them. Because not only are you cheating yourself by taking your own life, you're cheating them from not having their parents there with them to watch them grow and show them the things that they need to know for their life. That's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Face it. Like, suicide is another thing that it is a selfish act. Because that's all you're really thinking about is yourself. And you have to think of others. But yet and still, like I said, suicide is a selfish act in a negative way. But you guys that have these thoughts have to take that negative and turn it into a positive. You have to. If people tell you nothing, you are something. If nobody else in this world has told you that you are something, the Great 522, ATH the Great, Athens Hayes the Man, I'm telling you, you are something. Each and every person out in this world, you are somebody. You are meant to be something. You are meant to be a testimony to somebody's life. Whether it's good or it's bad. We are all here on this earth to learn from each other and learn from each other's mistakes. Now, I know another reason for people that want, that want to commit suicide is because of mistakes. You may make one mistake that just seems to just mess up everything, and you're just like, man, forget it. I've been there too. You get right there. It's like, you right there. You've done everything right that you're supposed to do, every single thing right, and you've climbed that ladder, and you're right there on the cusp of getting what it is that you want, and then boom, it's like you get snatched out of the air. And you got to start from square one again. Been there. But here's the thing. You have to get up, dust yourself off. You got to climb that ladder again. I'm sitting here speaking because I know a lot of people hear a lot of stories from people that's probably haven't went through the same thing you went through. Well, they probably have, but it hasn't been to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? You can overcome this. You are something to someone. And I know a lot of the thoughts come from feeling like you're alone, or being alone, or, it's 1,000 reasons why people do. I can't cover all of them. I wish I could, but I can't. But, like I said, like I've been saying, you're worth something to somebody in this world. Even if it's your dog, you are worth to be here on this earth for him or her. I don't understand how some of us can be selfish and think that we have nobody. Because 9 times out of 10, most of us that think we have nobody, we have people right in our face that is there with their hand extended, wanting to help us. But we're slapping it away and slapping it away. Why? Because number one, you're already in a depressed mode, so you really don't want to be bothered with anybody or anything. You just want to be to yourself. Here's some of the things I do when I'm depressed or stuff like that. I go take walks. And I have a talk with God, or I talk to myself. Yeah, you can call me crazy if you want to, but I say my thoughts out into the open. So I pretty much, I guess, give myself therapy, if you want to say that. But I'm still here. And that's something that, you guys who have these thoughts, something that maybe you need to just try it. Pray that your situations get better. And always remember that pain is temporary. Struggle is temporary. It is not forever. Sorrows are temporary. They're not forever. Trust me. The saying there is better days, there is better days. They will come. But first you have to have faith in God. You have to have that. You have to believe that He can work out anything because He can. Anything. I've been in an apartment with this bill's due, that bill's due, this bill's due. And I relied on Him to fix the situation for me, and it got fixed. And I'm not talking about one time. It was a point I was in an apartment. I would go for, I went a couple of months. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm getting tired of this. I want to give up this apartment. I just want to give up. I'm just tired of all these bills stacking up. I'm tired of doing this. And He found a way to work it out every single time. That's having faith. 100% faith. Not one foot in the door and the other one out. Both feet in on the faith. And trust me, you will get through. You will get through. I have no doubt in my mind. But you have to have that faith. You have to have it. It's not something you can partially do. You have to have 100% faith that God is going to get you through. Then you have to believe in yourself that you're going to get through. You have to believe in yourself. You got it. Third, you got to remember that there is other folks out here that do care. There's other people out here that want you here. There are people out here that look up to you and that need you here on earth to help guide them where they need to be. That's why I said you are a living testimony for somebody else. Whether it's right or it's wrong, you are a living testimony for somebody. Whether it's your kids or your pets or some young kid at the school or some young kid at your job or whatever. The field I work in, I've worked around a lot of kids. And I've seen kids come into my office with all type of diseases, from cancer to leukemia to impaired hearing, blind kids, kids in wheelchairs. I've seen it all. But the one thing that I've seen on all these kids' faces is smiles. I've never seen one that was just so disgruntled. They've all had smiles, and they've all touched my heart and my life in a way to have me like, I don't have it that bad. And I understand some people, you guys may get, a deadly disease, and that's another reason why you're just like, oh man, forget it. I just don't want to do it anymore. You're still valuable to this world, one way or another. You are still valuable to this planet here. You're still going to be a testimony for somebody else. Whether if it's lung cancer from smoking or throat cancer from smoking, or if it's, any type of thing, whether if it's, AIDS from, or any type of other diseases that are out there, you're still valuable to help somebody else not take those same mistakes, not take those same paths that maybe you took, and try to teach them how to go a different way. You're still valuable. So I've covered bills, diseases. The bills are going to be okay. You got to have faith. All of this, you have to have faith. But your bills, trust me, because the whole thing that I forgot to say about the whole bills thing, remember this, because this is what I do. Rather, if you pay that bill or you don't, that bill is still going to be due the next month, the month after that, and the month after that. And if you decide that this is just it and you want to leave, remember this. Even after you're gone, that bill is still going to be due. And somebody else is going to have to pay that bill. So don't let bills are never going anywhere. Never. If we want the finer things in life, we want certain things in our life, you got to pay the bill for it. You want internet in your house, you got to pay the Wi-Fi bill. You want a nice car or any type of car, you know what I'm saying? If you finance it, you're going to have to pay a car note. You want a roof over your head, you're going to have to pay rent. There's nothing for free. You're going to have to pay it. On to another type of thing that leads to it, and that's people who sometimes lose everything. And to you guys, the thing is I can't touch that one too much because I'm still on my way to trying to get to the height and have everything that I can possibly want for my kids or whatever. But I know it's been people who have had it all for a while and then just lost it all. Rather through a storm or somebody in the house has, got a drug habit or whatever, so on and so forth. There's many different reasons. But again, you're still a testimony to somebody because Yet and still, when you see maybe somebody like me, when I get to where I'm going, you're a testimony to me to watch the signs of this or that. For you guys who, lose everything in storms and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I know that's hard. That's one other thing I haven't had to experience. I've been in a situation to where I've lost everything, but that was more of my fault. I put myself in that position to lose everything, literally. And the thing about it, it was right when I was getting ready to get out of the military. And I had a friend that I was staying with and got into it with a friend and went off and had to come back to my home with the clothes I had on. I left a whole wardrobe, a whole collection of CDs, along with the car. Lost it. And I had to come home and I had to start over. From square one. Everything that I worked hard for while I was in the military to gain, I pretty much lost it by the time I got out. And I had to come home and start over. Was I depressed at that time? Yeah. Did I want to do something to myself then? Yeah. But I'm here talking to you guys. So I'm a living testimony of that alone. Now, like I said, going to people that lose things in storms or whatnot, again, you have to have the faith. You gotta think that, and gotta know, not think, you gotta know that God is going to fix it. He's going to make it right. And for some of you, just, average people that do lose, like for myself, like basically I just say I lost pretty much material things. But for you guys who do lose material things or whatever or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And you think you lost everything. Think about those people in Louisiana when Hurricane Katrina. Think about just this past year with the hurricanes that has come through Oklahoma City and stuff like that. Think about that. Because that's what some folks do, is that you lose a little bit of something and you think you lost it all. But folks there and in those rainstorms, they lost everything. They had nothing to go back to. So that's just something for y'all guys to think. Now I'm going to move on to the last thing. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And that's with our kids that think that it is sometimes best for them to take their life. And pretty much 9 times out of 10, it's from being bullied at school. It's for some kid at school telling them that they ain't shit, or their clothes are this, or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to tell you youngins out there that have these thoughts, you're already somebody. Those kids that say things like that, or try to bully, or try to act like they're just so much better than you. Truth be known, and I know a lot of people agree with me on this, the ones that do that, wait till you see them 5 or 6 years after y'all graduate. And you continue to do you. Wait till you see them and see where they're at. And watch where you're at. Trust me. I know, you have some guys that, who, you're down on yourself because maybe you don't look the way that you want to look, or whatnot. I tell anybody, and I tell everybody, I wasn't the hot guy in school. I wasn't. I pretty much consider myself, I was an ugly duckling in school. I had acne all on my face and a mouth full of braces. I had teeth everywhere. But that didn't matter to me because I number one, like I said, you have to. I had my grandparents and my parents instilled God in me, so I had that. But then after that, I had that belief in myself. I didn't have to worry about what anybody else thought about me. I had the belief in myself. I knew I wasn't the best looking guy. I'm still to this day am not the best looking guy, but here's the thing with looks. Here's the thing with looks, people. All of our eyes don't see we see the same things, but our eyes and our brains don't all click the same. Let me break that down a little bit more for you guys. It can be a girl that I see that I think she is beautiful. But it can be another guy that's standing behind me because see this same girl and thinks she's ugly. And that's the thing. You got to block out the negative and just use the positive. That's all I've ever used. No, like I said, I wasn't the guy in school, the hot guy in school. So I didn't worry about the girls who thought I wasn't hot or I was ugly. I didn't care. Because it was some or that it really didn't matter to me. If it was one that just thought, oh my God, he was nice looking, you know what I'm saying, or he was nice, that really still didn't matter to me because I had enough confidence in myself. I know that I may not be the best looking, but I'm a handsome guy. That's what I've always thought. That's just me. You know, and again, like I said, a lot of the girls that used to talk about me in school, middle school or whatnot, or whatever, I see them around now and I'm like, wow. And you had the nerve to talk about me. That's why I say, wait till you graduate or you get older and watch the same people that, and I'm talking about the people who do the bullying and the talking down like it ain't no tomorrow. Watch where they end up. And for you girls who try to fit in with all the other pretty girls at school or whatnot or whatever, or, you know, for some of you girls or guys who may be overweight or whatever, embrace yourself. You are human just like the rest of us out here. You're not any different. Don't let anybody make you think in your head that you're different from them because you're not. Yeah, you may not have the physical attributes or whatever, but that's the thing. If you feel comfortable in yourself, that's the thing. If you're comfortable in your mind and your brain and you're comfortable in your own skin and you believe in God and you believe in yourself, nothing nobody else out here can say will bother you. And that's the thing. If you feel uncomfortable with something, then you just fix it. You do the necessary steps and the things you need to do to get yourself comfortable with yourself. And don't rush it. Take your time and do it. Don't get upset because maybe you don't lose the weight as fast as you want to, or you don't gain the weight as fast as you want to. No. You let God handle that. You just keep doing the necessary things you need to do. And those are the things that, you know, with things in school with these kids, man. That's another thing. Don't let somebody call you stupid or dumb because maybe you don't answer the question correctly. Or don't fill out a place because you don't wear the hottest clothes or the hottest shoes as somebody do. I didn't. I didn't have the best clothes or the best shoes. If you go back and look at some of my other videos, man, I had shoes I had to wear for almost 2 years in school. Same shoes. But I'm still here. Your life is valuable to somebody. Remember that. Embed it in your mind, in your soul, in your everyday life. You are valuable to somebody. Trust me. If you don't feel like you're valuable to somebody out there, you're valuable to me, because I do not like the word suicide. I hate to read about it. I hate to hear about it because I don't understand the thought process behind it. To the point I'm talking about, I can understand how you can get the thoughts, but the whole thought process to go along with it, to go ahead and do it. And the thing about it is that you're never in this life gonna know why the person actually did it, because they're not here anymore. But we have to help each other to not even make each other feel that way at all. So for you kids, man, y'all are our future. That's why I say you're a testimony. You are valuable because you're the future. You have to always remember that. I know it's hard in school. I know it's hard for kids in school nowadays with all the bullying and talking about and people trying to keep up. Quit trying to, and that's another thing. Don't try to keep up with the next student. Worrying about his swag or whatever, or her swag or nothing like that. You worry about you. You worry about you, and you worry about putting that knowledge in your head for you to go on in life and do what you want to do. That's what you do. Hang with people that are going to accept you for you. Because trust me, out of all those kids in those schools, it is one that will accept you for you. And that's who you surround yourself with. Don't try to make yourself fit in with a crowd that you don't even feel comfortable with. But you just want to hang with them because they're the popular crowd. No. It's not the way to go. All of you guys are God's children. He loves you. I'm your boy, H.H. the Great. I love you. But remember, suicide is not the way to go. Seek help. There are plenty of hotlines that you guys are able to call and talk to people when you feel this way or you have thoughts of this. I'm going to leave a link in the description box of a guy who has a really good story, on his whole thoughts and everything. And it's Big Noah. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this video because he had a lot of views on the video. But I'm going to leave it down just in case if anybody who runs across my video and haven't seen it, you guys can go check it out. Again, this one was another tough subject to talk about, but it has to be done. And I'm not going to shy away from talking about anything that I either can relate to or that I can help folks with if I can. So just like my boy Ohio State Kicks left me a message to talk about this, if it's something else you guys want me to talk about or discuss on my things I don't understand segments, you can inbox me about it. You can leave it in the comment section. My Facebook is also in the description box. You can also hit me up on Facebook, add me as your friend on Facebook or whatnot. And if you want to just sit and talk, if there's anything that I can do to help, let me know. I'm here for you guys. I really am, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really mean that. So if it's anybody out there who are having these type of thoughts or anything like that, please make sure that you contact the right personnel and people that can help you, and that's including myself. So I'm going to leave a 1-800 number at the end of this video if you guys need it, to call to be able to talk to somebody. But like I said, you guys can hit me up on, inbox me or hit me up on Facebook. And you know what I'm saying, and if it's something I can talk with you about or message with you about, I'll be more than happy to. Okay, so it's your boy HH the Great, man, and that's food for thought. Y'all guys do the dishes, man. Peace.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's gonna pay.